you know what, brother? I'm here today to talk to you about Legends of Wrestlemania. Sorry, I can't keep that up for too long. It implies I have testicles. I'm here to review Legends of Wrestlemania on the Xbox 360 and PS3. Now, it's an interesting title, Legends of Wrestlemania. It takes all of those classic moments that wrestling fans watch. And I know the drunkie deep down loves wrestling, and Legends of Wrestlemania is his time. I mean, there are 60s and 70s. I mean, he was 57 at that point, so he's seen it all. And it does. It goes right back. It goes back from Hulk Hogan. You've got King Kong Bundy, and the great thing with this is it lets you relive those classic moments. King Kong Bundy, fighting Hulk Hogan in the cage match, and you've got Andre the Giant, getting power slammed by Hulk Hogan. There's a lot of Hulk. It's very Hulk Hogan centric, but the way that it makes you relive them is also a good thing and a bad thing, because it makes you complete the matches in a condition that they were in. So it has to involve certain elements of it, to unlock the medals and to unlock the actual thing itself. And the other thing that this game does, and it really should be called Legends of QuickTime Events, because there is that many QuickTime events. Every second grapple turns into a QuickTime event. Yahtzee would just have it like a stroke and hit the floor. There is QuickTime events all the time. And while I get what they were going for, the struggle between two men. Wow, that doesn't sound. Anyway, the struggle between them, it really grates. It's just so many QuickTime events. Anyway, look, I'll go down to some scores, and we can sort out. We can get down to the heart of the matter. Now, the graphics are, and this is going to sound very strange, it's how we remembered those classic events when Hulk Hogan fought, because Hulk Hogan never had a six-pack. Junkyard Dog never did. That was that 70s muscle. It was not, the athletic, semi-homoerotic look of the nowadays, where they've got, perfectly bulging muscle stuff. It was big arms, big shoulders, and just big barrel chests. And so when they come out and they've got these, massively ripped abs and stuff, it doesn't work. It's how I think people remember. That said, though, if you like looking at greased men in their underpants, you're going to love this game, because it's about as good as digital greased men can get. All of it flows pretty well. The actual moves and stuff look quite good. And the blood is not something that I really like. If you manage to hit someone so hard they're bleeding, the more you punch them, you'll actually see splatters hit the floor, and drops and bits. So the graphics on it are actually quite good. There's a couple of little things that niggle. No intros is one thing, and just a couple of the cuts from these QuickTime events doesn't make any sense. Like you'll win a QuickTime event, then all of a sudden you're running back from the ropes and dropping an elbow, but you haven't seen him run. It just little things like that. So the graphics, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. And now the sound. The sound's fantastic. Like they've got all the the mat sounds, and the crowd sounds are pretty good. All the sounds of like smacking them with chairs and things sound alright. The clips are great. There's great moments, redone. And it really sells that whole nostalgia package. So I'm going to give the sound on this one an 8 out of 10. And now we come to the gameplay, and this is probably my biggest issue with it. I was always a fan of the old Aki ones, very slow, methodical wrestling games, and it sounds really weird talking about wrestling games being a 24-year-old man. Anyway, but the thing that really got to me about those was it had a simple formula and it stuck to it. The thing with this one is everything is a QuickTime event. You kick them, grapple them, QuickTime event. The next one might be a normal throw. The next one, QuickTime event. QuickTime, and especially when you go into the Legends mode, you have to do these QuickTime events to fulfill to relive the moment per se. So it's not conducive if you're not a QuickTime event fan at all. So look, the gameplay, they've made it all right. They've done their best, but just the QuickTime events just grate on your brain. So I'm going to give the gameplay in this one a 6 out of 10. So all up, it's going to come to about a 7 out of 10. And I think, honestly, if they'd have just fixed the gameplay a little bit, this could have been the best wrestling game of all time. I mean, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, all of these great classic, wrestlers, remember seeing when you were, 4 years old, pretending to punch the crap out of each other. Yeah, it's great to relive those moments, but the gameplay, there's all the QuickTime events and all that kind of thing, just drag it straight into the mire. So if you're a big wrestling fan, you probably already bought it anyway. If you're a fan of the old classic style, might be worth a look to relive your favourite moments, but everyone else would probably give it a miss. So now, I mean, the one thing you can take away from this review, game's alright, but just be grateful. If you can be grateful for anything, be grateful that I didn't come out here in my underpants. I think that would be, not only would it sell tickets, or, it would get a sponsorship deal on the show, it's just probably not appropriate for the kiddies. But I'm not their parents. I don't decide that thing. That's your decision.